it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's drones. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Hokies line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Hunt. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That's caught. It's Harbor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Jacobs. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They want to run this quarterback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. Got some room in to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It is he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunt. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. But I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Shoots it to the left. And they're not on the same page there. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll try the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snares it outside, it's Green. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience. But
touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Plummer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Sellers. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Dropping back, it's Drones. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Green. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Drones. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They move on top here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Well, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this is a big drive for this offense. Man, late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got his man quickly. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Harbor. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Sellers. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Trying to ball his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Drones. That's reeled in, it's Heath. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays, these guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused,